you doing?
I'm good, Bret. What's going on?
Let's tell everybody who you are. You're the chef at Popeyes. What's your official?
This week I'm called VP of Culinary and Commercialization.
On commercialization.
Well, yeah, we're nonstop shopping. I got 4 chefs. I've got 4 food scientists. We dream it up and then we commercialize it.
Makes sense. And you guys have done some interesting commercializations.
We have.
Right now, we're in the throes of your pickle menu, right?
Correct.
Rolled out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks into pickle. It's been going phenomenally well. I'm starting to run out of fried pickles in pockets, but the good thing is, the fried pickles were actually based on the pickle that goes on the infamous chicken sandwich. So we use the exact same batter breading that's on that. Now we fully commercialized that, so they were coming in ready to just freezer to fryer, which is great because, you know, as a responsible operator at the end of the day, my job is to make sure those team members can focus on frying chicken. And we try to take everything else out because we want hand battered and breaded chicken that's perfect every time. But in this case, we're running out. So we're going to have to do a little unloosening there, and you may get some freshly hand battered pickles out there.
Whoa. Now,
Yes.
I imagine you're still frying them in the restaurant.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Otherwise, we'd have old pickles with
Yes.
breading on them. That wouldn't be
No.
great. Let's say
No.
you're frying them.
Yes, of course. But it's been a phenomenal LTO for us so far. I think the surprise, the sleeper story is the pickle lemonade. Maybe it's been done before, maybe not, but I love the way that people have just wrapped their heads around the fact that we're doing what I call Popeye's first hydration drink.
Yeah, because it has all of those prebiotics or whatever.
It's got prebiotics,
Electrolytes.
but you know, I mean, pickles are in a brine. So you've got that like saltiness from the brine, and marrying that with the pickle, with the lemonade, it's kind of like, I jokingly call it Popeye's Gatorade.
Well, it kind of is that.
It is, very much so.
And so people are drinking it. They're buying it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's only been 2 weeks. Do you know if there's been retrial also? Or
I think it's a little
weeks.
early to
Yeah,
say.
for sure.
Yeah, a little early to say.
but it's selling.
It's fantastically selling, yes.
And you have a bunch of different pickle items. You have a pickle glaze, right? That's on the sandwich.
Yeah, so the team came up with this amazing dill pickle glaze. It's kind of like a light spice. It's not meant to be super hot. It's got a little ancho pepper in it, red pepper, and that beautiful dill flavor. And you can get it tossed on the wings. And of course, we have bone-in and boneless wings. Or you can get it on a chicken sandwich. And so there's no wrong answer here. Whatever your delight is, whether it's a wing or a sandwich, it's available.
But not the actual full bone-in chicken, or can you?
You know, I bet if you asked for it,
Sure.
why would we say no to that?
That'd be a little weird.
Right.
But you also did kind of I'm going to go ahead and call it a weird LTO at the beginning of the year. Really more of a promotion because it was at
Right,
7
right.
restaurants, right?
Correct. Talk about Don Julio.
I am, yes. Why don't you tell us about that?
So the Don Julio collaboration was fascinating because it started out of this viral moment where these guys were at a restaurant, I think it was in your neighborhood of Brooklyn, and they were in the parking lot with chicken sandwiches and a bottle of Don Julio's Reposado, and they would literally like pour a little onto the chicken sandwich, take a bite. And it just took off. It was like, what a cool way to take a shot on a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they reached out to us and said, you know, there's something to this moment. We need to take advantage of this
So
moment.
Don Julio reached out to you.
Yeah. And so we said, hey, tequila and chicken, apparently that is a beautiful marriage. So we worked with them partially because Super Bowl was coming into New Orleans this year. That is definitely, you know, it's where we're from, born and raised, spiritual home. And so we thought, you know, what a cool opportunity to take the culture of Mexico and marry it up with the food of New Orleans and do this really cool hybrid LTO. And it was really just meant to be a one-day moment in time, kind of like a tee up before the Super Bowl. So we picked, we always want to go to a city like New York. We did Miami, of course, New Orleans. And then we picked the two cities for the winning teams going to the Super Bowl. And we developed these items that really kind of like took the best of Don Julio's flavor and married it up with us. So we developed a couple of products. First, we did it was like a chicken sandwich where we took a traditional Mexican concha roll.
And a concha is like a crunchy, slightly sweet roll, right?
It's like concha, like a shell. It's got the shell marks. It almost looks like a clam shell on the appearance on the top. And it's really sweet in a good way, not cloyingly sweet. The type that we used was like a brioche base, so it's kind of like buttery sweet. And did more of a slider size. We took the chicken fillet and we marinated it in the Don Julio, and we also made a tequila lime slaw because we wanted you to get tequila and Popeyes flavor in every bite. So that was our chicken sandwich iteration. Then we did a Louisiana garlic with reposado added as a wing glaze, and we did a whole naked wing for that because we wanted to strip everything down and just have it really be about the wing itself.
So a naked wing is without breading.
Breading, correct. And so of course we had to add a little tequila to the marinade on that too.
Yes.
And then in the glaze that went on top. So that was the wing iteration. And then we did actually, it was one of my favorite things we've done with lemonade. We did this spicy strawberry hibiscus. So we took the exact same spice that makes our spicy fried chicken spicy, put it in a shaker, and did this really nice strawberry hibiscus flavor, pumped it into the lemonade, hit it with a little bit of that spice, and it was just enough to give it this just like, you get the sweet, you get the tang, you get the heat. And yes, if you happened to add a little bit of reposado to it, it made a killer margarita.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. And that's also a reflection of Mexican culture because
very
they're
much.
hibiscus.
Exactly, Jamaica.
So that's a lot of R&D for a one-day promotion.
It really was, and it was so worth it because we captured a lot of attention online. It got a lot of buzz. We created a line of merchandise that also went hand in hand with these products. So the first couple of hundred people who happened to be in line were able to get their lemonade in a very special Don Julio and Popeyes branded cup. We created a very special, they have like the rooster as part of their logo. We call her Poppy. She has a name, our chicken icon. Her name is Poppy. So it was like a really good marriage of the rooster and Poppy. Very cool branding.
I just learned that your mascot is called Poppy. That's a new thing to me.
Yes.
But did it have any impact on overall sales?
It actually gave us a really nice bump in sales, which was really unusual considering it wasn't a national LTO, but it just really hit, what do you call that, cultural zeitgeist moment.
And so people did the social media and whatever.
Of course.
And so
by the way, the merchandise, the cup, within an hour, we were seeing it on eBay being sold for $900. Is that not wild?
$900
on eBay. Like someone was like trying to sell them in the lobby. Who knew?
I'm really glad that someone has $900 on an impulse buy. It's a plastic cup, right?
No, it was like a thermos style container.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's a really beautiful cup.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe worth $20-$25, something like that, maybe. Not well. To somebody, it was worth $900.
To somebody, it was worth a lot of money.
Wonderful. How about overall sales at Popeyes? Was that affected by this viral moment?
Yes, it was. We got a beautiful bump out of this, like 3% bump, like boom, right there, just from a simple collaboration of two brands that weirdly go well together.
Wow. And I'm just remembering you guys have done what I like to call extreme LTOs in the past too, like where you do it at a few locations and...
Yeah, I mean, we did the 24 karat gold nuggets one year, which was again, like I was working out of the restaurant on Lexington Avenue in New York City, and we were sold out by noon of that one. It was
And
amazing.
it was like, did you actually use gold leaf? And
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we did.
And people said, yeah, I like to go to Popeyes and eat
Get some
gold
bling. Bling wings.
Wow. Was there merch with that too?
No.
Oh.
That was just a simple LTO.
So how long do people have to buy the pickle items?
They should be able to get them through May 5th.
Through May 5th. So it's a 2-month LTO, right?
Yes.
Ish.
Ish.
And are you allowed to say what's next, or do people just have to
I would
find out?
say, no, I shouldn't say.
Go on, keep
But
your
I
job,
would
Amy.
say-
I don't
I
want you to
think-
get in trouble.
Yeah, please. But I would just say, I'm always excited because I absolutely love this brand, but this is going to be a very uniquely fun year for Popeyes from
Well-
a product standpoint. And, if I'm saying that, it means something.
Yes, you've done chicken and waffle tenders in the past. Really?
We did a chicken sandwich. I don't know if you've heard. It did really well.
Huh. Yeah, good job on
Thank
that.
you.
Thanks so much for taking the time
Hey,
to
no
catch
problem.
everybody up, Amy.
Sure.
And I'm sure we'll be doing it again soon.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks.